Hello, my friends. I'm going to assume you clicked on this video because you're building an art business or you're curious about making income from your art and you want to try to avoid any costly mistakes or big time wasters. I get it. When I talk to artists, a lot of them ask me what advice I would give someone who's just starting out, or if I could do it all over again, what would I do differently? So today I want to share the 3 biggest mistakes I've made in my business so that you can make better choices in yours. But first, I want to say a thank you for joining me today. If you like this video and think you might like to work with me personally to create consistent income in your art business, there's a link in the description below to apply for my Palette to Profit program. I'd love to chat with you and see if it's a good fit. In case we haven't met yet, my name is Jennifer Daly, and I'm a fine artist who makes over $100,000 a year just from my art. I'm also incredibly passionate about empowering other women to reach their own art business goals, and I've helped dozens of artists get focused and find success. So before I dive into the first thing on my list, I need to come clean. When trying to pinpoint 3 mistakes I've made in my business, I really had a hard time calling anything a mistake. In fact, I couldn't think of a single thing. Because when you're building an art business, you're bound to make a lot of mistakes. But in almost every case, you're going to learn something from that experience. So yes, it might be that you lose some money or some time, or something might just not work out the way you hoped. But if you learn something from it, can it really be a mistake? So with this in mind, here's the list of things that did not work out for me, but from which I learned a valuable lesson. First, a few years ago, I wanted to invest time and money into Pinterest. Several artist friends were seeing a lot of traffic from their Pinterest accounts to their websites. So I thought I should be over there too. I paid for a course on how to use Pinterest to drive traffic. I paid for an app to help me schedule and batch my posts. And once that was all set up, I paid to run ads there for about 6 months. All this cost me several $1,000s and many hours of my time. And my website traffic from Pinterest, it did go up, but the amount is hardly worth mentioning. And my print sales didn't even cover the cost of the ads that I ran. So while I do think there are people finding success on Pinterest, at some point I had to decide that I didn't feel like putting any more effort into that approach when I was having more success other places. But the money I spent was worth finding that out. So again, not quite a mistake, but a lesson learned. Let me know in the comments if you actively promote your work on Pinterest and how it's working out for you. I'd really love to know. The second big learning experience I had was in signing a licensing deal for some of my artwork. It was with a reputable company, and I knew a couple other artists who were working with them, so it seemed like a good idea. Unfortunately, I signed a contract with longer terms and more exclusivity than I should have because I'm heading into year 3 of that deal, and I've barely seen a penny from it. So the lesson there is that not all licensing deals are as great as you think they're going to be. And if they turn out not to be great, hopefully you're in a short-term contract so that you can move on quickly. But in the end, there was no real harm done from that deal. The company itself has been pleasant to work with. It just wasn't quite the right fit for my artwork. And finally, the third biggest learning experience I've had in my business was the decision to switch from launching collections to releasing work one at a time. The reason I decided to try this is because I knew I was going to have a busy year building my Palette to Profit program, so I wanted to make the art side of things easier on myself. But not only was it not significantly easier, but my sales were very slow. So needless to say, I'm back to releasing collections. All right, that's it for today. I hope after listening to this video, you're feeling better about any mistakes that you may have made in your own business and you recognize them for the learning experiences that they are. If you want to learn more about where I suggest you focus in your business, you can sign up for my free masterclass in the description below. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Doing so really helps the YouTube algorithm show this information to more artists like you. And finally, if you'd like to hear more about why I think you should be working in collections, then watch this video next. All right, thank you and have a really great day.